Okay, so I'm here in India, and I'm in week 4. It is Wednesday, and it's very difficult for me to know the days of the week here because they all kind of roll into each other. There's nothing to designate, oh, it's Wednesday because I do this activity, or it's Monday. It's just all days. The only one that's designated is Sunday, because that's the holiday off work. Thank you, Lord, for one day off. I'm very thankful for that at this point because I work 60 hours a week. And I wouldn't say I'm productive for 60 hours, but I'm at work for 60 hours a week, and that's a very interesting. I don't think I've ever been so dedicated to one thing before, because I usually juggle so much, and it's not that my job there is. It's not that it's narrow or not diverse. It's just that's work. That's one section of my life. And before, when I worked, I would work, about 20 hours a week and school, and just things would be on top of each other. And I don't know if just being so focused has helped my work. I feel this lack of diversity. It's like a garden without all the different types of vegetables. Having the biodiversity helps grow each vegetable because it strengthens the immunity of the garden and all that. So I think that I miss that, and it kind of correlates to when I'm at home and I put all my eggs in one basket, like usually school. I go crazy for school, and then my extracurriculars I don't attend as much, or my my social life, like one night I'll stay in, and that's okay to do sometimes, but I need to keep a balance, and I think that I've done a really good job so far, like learning how to live as an adult. I have a lot to learn, and I'm excited to learn it. And being here is one of those experiences where I've learned a lot. And American life is not the only way. It's not necessarily the best way. It's just one way. And I think that's very interesting because here family is so important. So important. You live together. You die together. You are family. I'm sitting in my room, and the family I'm staying with, the aunt's like, oh, this is exactly where, my little baby was born, right on this bed. I'm like, oh, oh, very nice, great. And it is beautiful, but I was thinking about my family, and we're always so excited to see each other, and then once we see each other, we can't wait to go home. And I don't think that the living arrangements would work in the U.S. Even if we had less economic standing as a necessity. We're used to controlling everything. And I think that's what I realized is a big difference, is our control. And it's also this sense of ownership and it's not a bad control necessarily. It took me a long time to kind of think that maybe, oh, we're so controlling, we complain about everything, but at the same time, we complain because we know that there's a better way. And when something's not up to standard, it's because we know there's something better out there. And it's someone's fault if they don't stop complaining and do something about it. But here, people in the slums, they're very happy. And it's a beautiful thing to watch. Even though they have so little, they do so much. And they're very happy with their lives. But I was thinking, in America, people complain there. And they want to be on welfare. And I empathize with that because they know there's a better way. And they're not just regimented to their caste, and they know that they're not just, a level on a pyramid. They are a person that's equal, and that they could, be the next Bill Gates or be the president of the United States. They know that there's hope if they just have certain opportunities. And here, I don't think there's the same hope. I think when you're born into your life, that's the life you're going to live because they don't expose you to another way. It's a generational thing. It just keeps perpetuating. But the people who taste hope, why is it so universal that when people taste hope, they taste the fact that they can make a difference, they love it so much, right? we love it, but at the same time we judge choice because choice is one of the most difficult things we have to face with because we have to face with consequences. It's so easy living here because the path is already driven for you. And that's wonderful. It's so wonderful because then you don't make mistakes and the people of your elders have taught you. And at home, I make mistakes all the time that my parents probably could have told me, oh, don't do that. But at the same time, is that empowerment if we're just following the same path? How about I learn of all the options and then I decide which path? For me as a person, most of my paths that have been the most fulfilling are the ones that I've paved myself. They've been so damn difficult, but they are so worth it. They're so worth it in the end. And the ones that I went out of my way to get. And so maybe there's a safe life, and that's good for some people. That's not good for everybody. I know that wouldn't be good for me because I've seen the other way. But I think it's just very interesting how the kindest people are here. They're just so flexible, so giving. And I don't know if I can necessarily say that about Americans, but it's a give and take. And you just have to kind of look at it all. And you're like, you have to choose. And that's a scary thing, but it's a powerful thing. And I think at the end of the day, I'm thankful to have choice. And that's definitely a big word, choice. Well, I think I'm going to cut it today at this point. I could talk to you forever, video dire. And I'll be back another time. Your CD, Lauren.